I just check for the stream to see if it's started on my end. Make sure it's working. Because if and I remember correctly, I believe... Yep. It looks like it. Sweet. Alright, now to just share this stream with a couple friends of mine, and we can get started. Find my mic down? Yes, I do. Let's begin. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough! You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot it's the nightmare about the judge. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this! But I'm just a simple defense attorney! Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh? It looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. Hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Ah, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sorta hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong? What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble! What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty! Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Ah, yes, the old amnesia trick. It's good that they didn't try to repeat this or anything. I could totally imagine them repeating this for tutorials and also for the sake of comedy. That Phoenix Wright loses his memory like every 2 months or so. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl. I said I'd prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Oh, someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. Oof. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? It's really fucking sad that Phoenix Wright was able to beat this guy a second time while an amnesiac. That's just sad. Just hang up your freaking badge, my guy. It's all over from there. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Oh, he's so sad looking. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. Yes, I am going to be lifting a number of voices from Jello and Friends. Their voices are great, okay? I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes. This autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember getting a copy?
I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there? Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just my nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Yep, info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R1 button, yada yada yada. It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Save your chit-chat for later.
Okie dokie. Okay, doke. Time of death. Yep. September 6th at 6:28 p.m. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. The victim fell from the walking path above. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And he held onto them as he fell.
Hey! Why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. No. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh? You have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Hello, Gumshoe. I want to give him a big hug every time, all the time.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his day, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir!
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they've lied from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right.
And tutorial cases are always the easiest, where you can pick out anything from a mile away. There's something even more incriminating under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground when he landed.
Hold it!
The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but...
Was the name that of my client? Really that of my client, Gumshoe? Isn't there... Ah, there we go.
Objection!
Yeah, motherfucker. First off...
What is it?
What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent.
What a rush!
Detective Gumshoe?
You talking to me, pal?
Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Well, where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! Looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled with an E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir.
Also, you know, I don't think he would have much time to be able to write out a message before he died when his cause of death was a snap to the neck.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yeah, but this still proves further your point. It just has no water. Holds no water, that's what's the saying.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. I've been through this case before, so I'm honestly just kind of trying to blitz through this. The victim's birthday. Gonna go ahead and do this. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time!
That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm a boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say! I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be in point of discussion at this time.
Oh, everybody being mean to freaking Gumshoe. Poor guy.
Whoa, wait a sec. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal! You're guilty, guilty, guilty! I should have you arrested!
I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago?
Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah?
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was...
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
Yup, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant?
I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it's relevant! That glove is the key to this whole case!
Yes, bluffing to the max!
Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you're that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right.
That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointed finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the finger's victim nail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we can confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. He's left-handed. Yes. A perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Getting right into the swing of things at this point. Fortunately, we couldn't confirm, but why not? So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it?
Hey, don't you look down on us! I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation.
I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I. I've never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway.
Oh, Gumshoe. And what does that prove?
Well, it proves that he did write that name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under the nail.
And there's more. No. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. No. And there's more. No!
From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Are you absolutely sure?
I believe in the power of science.
I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter it. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion, that the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him this present? A present? What about it?
Wait, oh, wrong button. Oops.
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this, please.
That's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what is special about this glove?
What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it.
Yes, it's really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities.
Huh?
There's another reason why it's special.
And why would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
Left-handed?
Why, you're absolutely right.
This glove is made to be worn on the right hand.
That's why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
Well, no.
So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a second!
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Oops.
Object!
Overruled.
Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Order!
When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself.
Then that means Maggie is...
No! It's not possible!
Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor!
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No!
All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew. I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendants...
No! Not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? Oh yeah, this is absolutely a moment of him stretching, but when has Phoenix not done that once or twice before? And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Yeah, lead with that next time, guy. Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Do I have a water bottle around here? Because if I keep voicing Max Payne, I'm going to need some fucking water. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, let's not overwrite my Phoenix Wright 1 save file. I have beaten Phoenix Wright 1 before. I emulated it on a DS emulator at one point. And then I got this collection, and I thought, oh, wow. I was streaming it on Discord for friends in a D&D group, and it was all the whole big thing. Unfortunately, my computer decided to be a piece of shit, so now I'm doing this. Let me just go get a bottle of water real quick. Oh God, it's so hot out here. What is it, Sweet Pea?
I got many fruits.
Uh-huh.
From the pie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look tasty. Okay, I need to plug my controller back in real quick. And we're ready to go.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'd be honored to! Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me then! This might be very important.
Ah, there we go. Holy crap. That's relieving. Poor choice of word.
It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket?
You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up...
You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Nah! Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going?
Is there a word for worse than abysmal?
Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the decisive...
Entirely different words there.
Super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. The heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me!
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya? Actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return... I am having such an off reading day. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck!
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. Court will now reconvene. Please call your witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
God, it really is an off-reading day for me.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness, a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify something.
Huh? Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university... Oh, Jesus, no. Why?
He's one of these cases. I have a rigorous selection process. Blah, 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 blah. I honestly believe... Is there, like, a video out there of someone putting that whole copy pasta of... What did you say to me, you little shit? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class, yada yada yada. I just can't... This guy is perfect for that.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him.
Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry? It won't happen again.
Oh, man.
I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem, Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that... bad. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie?
Yes.
And if she really is innocent, then that can mean only one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. It was past it. Yeah, okay, that checks. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
And please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's all right with you. The only other thing I saw was the banana. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there?
And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick! He's gotta be lying about the bananas! He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the scene of the crime. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Yup.
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? You... Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo for Captain Theory. You've used to their... And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man! You're like one of those people who rejected Joan of Arc. She was brave and courageous, only blah 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 blah. Your Honor, could I please ask the fucking witness to refrain from having a seizure in the courtroom? Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet! It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. My throat hurts. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away? Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer! You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. How do you know what time it was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean.
The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, pal! I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college! I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why, you? You're just some lousy kiddo!
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m.? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day, but suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country.
Can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record?
Yeah, I guess I should. Time of death, 6:28.
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder.
For 15 minutes, Payne?
It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
Objection!
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington!
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question.
Telephone,
Spit it out.
I was searching for a phone booth.
A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone?
Chewing your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special.
Witness!
I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy?
Lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a strange quirk or two, so why not rationale?
Enough!
Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone. Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone.
How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present this proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
She got in contact with its owner, but they never showed. Alright. I guess present the phone.
Take that!
It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. Huh? It's obtuse and meaningless. I don't get you at all, Nick. Why do you think he wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place? Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present that piece of evidence? Alright, whoops. You wouldn't need to, because victim to... Oh! Right! There was a phone booth right there. Duh.
Take that!
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, there's something wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why didn't you use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! What is reporting the crime? A little late proof for the defense. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That's reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. Oh. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yes? There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? His phone, right? Maggie found it. She got in contact with its owner, but they never showed. I might be a little scatterbrained. Let's be real here. He was there to witness the baseball glove. He was supposedly there to witness the crime take place. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? This? Nope. My brain. I said that tutorial cases are the easiest, but like that doesn't mean that I'm going to remember every single detail. The glasses, maybe? Yeah. Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack! These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find...
I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Order! Now, wait a second. Hold on! I didn't confess or confirm anything! Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that's precisely what I'm doing. I don't know how loud these sound effects are. I should probably check my stream later. I know I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for! Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court! Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer! Yeah! Oh, geez, that definitely was a little too loud. That's right! I'm no criminal! This third-rate fraud of a lawyer! In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah! Even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this wasn't written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with an EY, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie with an EY? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Oh, I forgot! Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Excuse me. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? By you? How did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Did you think that there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of that phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch her name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie with an EY, but the name that was written on the ground was with an IE. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct! I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but... Now then, please present this court proof that the witness had a motive.
Take that!
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy!
Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder!
You're one of those people!
Here he goes again. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That's why you had to kill.
No! This is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I
got you now.
that police officer. Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, just let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then, would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? It wouldn't be his business card. Would it? No. It would have to be like, you know, it would have to be, fucking... Dustin Prince. Yes! What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh!
The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive. Not bad for a a person with a third-rate education.
What's that supposed to mean?
The evidence! Evidence! Oh, this guy's really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence?
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels so good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this! This cell phone. There has to be something I'm overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe. The phone stored numbers or fingerprints on the phone. I guess fingerprints on the phone, but no. But, like, also, I've held the phone. Maggie's held the phone. But his fingerprints should still be on the phone, shouldn't they? Maybe. I got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that for Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. Erase all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about! Oh my... now I remember! Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer.
You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go after that?
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor.
Very well, but this is your last chance, Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I only get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh!
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Shit. Everything? Oh, worth 3 penalties. Something that would prove. It's the phone number on Wright's card. Yeah, I figured. It's the only piece of evidence I haven't used.
Take that!
I was just trying to think about how it all meant. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. I love that they give you a fucking evidence pop-up too. That's a good touch. That's funny. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... What? Why is my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. No! I can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one! Ooh, I cannot go for that long. My throat is already strained from doing Mr. Payne. Ugh, fuck. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Oh my god, what is with my nose today? It feels runny.
Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
Ah, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. God, it's gotta be an especially stinging blow to his pride, Max Payne, that he lost a second time against Phoenix Wright, and this time, he lost to him while he couldn't even remember a damn thing. That is all. This court is adjourned. I feel like that knowledge coming to light, however, might do something to the court proceedings in the real world, though. I will say, I feel like that could be a thing very much.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually.
I'm so... Yeah, he can't catch a break at all. He got his ass kicked by Mia, too, at one point.
I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't really do anything to deserve this.
It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? Can't be that bad, can it?
Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
That's not true!
That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
Oh, I see.
Everything is all my fault! Dustin's death? Your head being all messed up?
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person, instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourselves, too.
What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back!
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe? He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others. Hell yeah, he fucking saved my life! Ah! That's still such a cool moment. I can't get over that bit from the, what was it, the second case? Second or third? Third case from the first game. Man just busting in just as we're about to get fucking iced by the Japanese mafia. Holy shit. Hell yes. Love you, Gumshoe. The judge, he's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick! Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since you came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. I actually forgot that the first case in this game was a flash forward. Or I guess the second one is a flashback, maybe? I don't know. Whew. Never forget how cool Gumshoe can be. I love Gumshoe. He always deserves a hug. Ow! My shoulder is fucking bad, man. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Hell yes, he's best boy. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Amy. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person, but that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Also, I love how they just gloss over that the supernatural exists in this very case, and they're just like, "Hey, guess what, guys? Life after death exists. Spirits exist. This shit's for real." Anyways, I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Ookie spooky. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic, 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. Well, he's pleasant. I completely forgot about this guy because he ends up the murder victim. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for a malpractice incident. Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent! You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey! You know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second here! I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard! It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling! I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Heh, you'd think. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit, so she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out! You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. So this is Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there. Huh, what an odd little girl. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Hold on, I think I heard my name. Never mind. False alarm. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And, to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So, what is this Maya Intelligence Network, anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick.
I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Courtroom Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true, since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Fae. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? She's just like yours truly. Cousin. Wait, then that means... Is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Oh, I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that... If a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Courtroom Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks! Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on the beat-up old sign. Looks like this giant rock is called the Courtroom Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. An old bus stop. It says Courtroom Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. It's an old-style phone booth. Can't say it fits in with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows. I may need it later. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings that I can see from here. This is the Fae Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses where the other villagers live line the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around, though. Okay. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed up. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car crash due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fae? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Courtroom School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. Looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. 1 second. Sup, bitch? I am currently streaming, but if you want to chat while I'm playing this game, feel free. Link is in the stream chat as well. This door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. Alright. No, don't present. Fucking... yeah, we'll meet up
Just, checking out the new additions to the premium.
To the what?
Just checking out the new additions to the premium.
Premium what?
PlayStation.
Oh. Like games on PlayStation Plus or something?
I don't know how much Tristan cares about it, because as far as I know, he only played it 5 minutes and deleted. But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the season pass is only $12.59.
Oh, neato.
Oh, hey, this is something he actually cares about. Let him know that the Midnight Suns season pass is $10 off.
I'll let him know later. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights? I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. Oh, I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry? She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. About Mystic Maya. It is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Courtroom channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Courtroom school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. So, today's channeling will be your first. Yes, good sir, because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Oh, whoops. That's Phoenix. Do not even think of such nonsense! Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Courtroom techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It's also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? Oh, what a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Say hi to Link, Ashton. Oh, did he fuck off? Hold on. No, he's still in the party. Oh, he muted himself. Either he went AFK, or he just accidentally muted himself. Either one is equally possible. Okay, so... What? No. Fell a little short. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit battered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kura-in. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed! She really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. Feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. I believe... Oh, wait, hold on. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. I think that's about it for this room. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. Wait, what's that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this.
When are you gonna help me with my chaos chamber?
When I fucking catch up to you, bitch. I don't want no fucking spoilers, bitch. Ow! Ah, my shoulder. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Really weird that they don't touch on the fact that it's very clearly a broken urn put back together right from the get-go, but whatever. It looks like there's a room over there, too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this, so every family has to burn their own trash. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Yeah, I already looked at it, bitch. Molto bene, bitch. I think that's about all I can examine right now. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in my office, it would end up as storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to it.
Okay, I see it now, but on first look, it looks more like a boar. Courtroom Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir! So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here, and for them to spot you? There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her in her sleep. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Bleh, nah, nah. Any hoozle? Alright, let's head back. Hey, you! Hold on now! This gal's got a few questions to ask. Huh? I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Rat. How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are, lot of hair. Oh, I'm going for it. Lot of hair, was it? Lot of who? Wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun. I was, complimenting you on your fine hair. Huh, I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was because of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. But looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You were working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor detail. Stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. Name's Hart. Lot of heart. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gonna get myself a real scoop. Ah, so I guess you're still at it. Being a photographer, I mean. You betcha. The hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to... I got a fucking trophy for it! Yeah. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. Lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swaddle those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny! Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. Where did you learn it from? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland! Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What are you... This is Courtroom Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Look, Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're gonna have to break it. We're going to have to break the door. Is that all right, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there is one matter. That is, don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me, so I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sorta got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a-hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was a success. Let me see her, please. She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait.
The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again?
What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright?
Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jimshoe? I'll be right back. And I have returned. It is so hot outside today that it is affecting the house, despite the fact that we've had the AC on all day. I step outside of my room, and ooh, holy crap. My name is a Jimshu. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, don't let me be next! Don't let me be next! Don't scare me like that! What do you mean? You're the one scaring me! If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. What's too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. She did. 2 even. The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta! Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Because you have. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the volume on my ringing notifications. There we go. Move right along. Move right along. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? So isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like, the channeling. Channeling? No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes! A person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eenie Miney. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, what brings you here today? So, I was the one who told Miss Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of any good spirit mediums? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they serve for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time, because I, like, slept a long time. Was not looking forward to this, bitch. So, you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place. Like, what?
Oh, that! I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray! Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient. Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Wait, no, fuck. No. The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Well, after I examine that... Hey, pal, no touching without my permission. I'm just looking at it. Hey, can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect, now can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'm gonna have to come back later. Fair enough. About Maya? I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask her more about it, and you can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yet something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Everyone? Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Thay Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Ugh. Morning. Guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Nick! Maya! What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. Might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. So, you're the master or something of the Kurine School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit,
Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose my sense of self, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar scent, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless! If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure! Stop it! Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearlie, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. I don't know why I was fucking around like that. Alright, moving on. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is right. Smith, right, well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like... What was I talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose. This village is the real thing, after all.
So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary.
She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray.
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray!
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah.
Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me.
Like, is something wrong?
One sec. Oh yeah, that's a good sandwich. Oh wait, hold on. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it?
Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Good morning.
I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts.
I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir!
She's one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I.
I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
Do you mean that awful tragedy?
That man murdered me, so I killed him.
Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me! Go quickly and inform the police!
What happened here in this room after I left?
Well, first, I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
To make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit, but Mystic Maya,
That was her first channeling, and that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Quran's sacred writings. Along with the Quran's sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, oh, humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. Guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Oh, guess that hasn't changed any. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one's hiding back there. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole! Could this have been made by a bullet? Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. Yada yada yada. Not really anything important, I guess. Whoops. Nah! You surprised me! And how are you today? Oh, I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh, yeah. Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now! If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's... Oh, whoops. That's... I honestly, how should I do Pearl? Fuck. It's not like I'm Oz. Alright, I can't do children voices so easily. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, oh no, oh jeez. I don't even... Oh, I don't even know that.
I don't know if this would sound great, but it's the best I can think of right now. That's Mystic Maya's!
Huh? She actually spoke!
Who are you?
Ugh, I don't know. I don't know if this is good. I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone!
What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow. It's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, we aren't... Things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm gonna help you in any way I can.
Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I study the crying technique.
Oh, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It'll let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's all right with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Yeah, fair enough. Give me a sec. Taking a few more bites. Oh shit, was sauce leaking out this whole time? Shit, hold on. Is the Shit, I'm gonna have to check to make sure. I haven't been making a mess this whole time. It's dark in here, so. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? I mean, how old is Phoenix anyway? And he's not on the freaking thing. Alright.
Wow, it's a Magatama! Aw, you shouldn't have.
It's so totally not for you.
Hey, like, it's not nice to freak me out like that.
That should be my line. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I, like, totally don't know him.
Ah! What is that?
You can see it, can't you, You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh? What?
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psych locks, Nick.
Psych locks, huh?
The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock! I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it'll hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. There we go. Eeny miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I have to, like, repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Amy and Dr. Gray.
Hey, it's you, pal! So you're going to be a lawyer, I bet?
Yes.
Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey! You're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest.
Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids.
Hey! I know! I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol.
Detective Gumshoe? What are you doing showing her something that dangerous?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. What about Maya and the charges against her?
I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces.
You've got proof?
Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's gonna testify tomorrow.
You must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta... I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured.
Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it.
What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray.
The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it.
He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big.
Oh, it looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal?
A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray may have brought a copy to the office when he came by. About Maya's trial tomorrow.
I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal.
2?
Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which one do you want to hear first?
I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it.
Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma.
What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and...
That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor.
Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma?
Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal.
Kid, huh? Wait a sec!
13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard of something like that.
Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents.
Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Alright, I gotta head to the office then. Whew! Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right! Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. I think I'm starting to get a headache. I might need to pop off of this as soon as we get to the court case. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and...
Hey, it's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit!
4 patients died, and it caused a huge stink.
Yeah, but that's not all. Things only got worse after that.
You mean the car accident the nurse died in?
Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you.
Alright, thanks. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. And now we have our proof. Thank you, Gumshoe. Alright, let's do this.
Take that!
Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations, and, like, her duties and stuff, and that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Yup, yup, yup. Now what?
Mr. Nick?
What's wrong?
I've never left Karine Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait!
She ran off. Again.
Well, I know Eni's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time! Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice! Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister, and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show to a client, Phoenix. But, so, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please! Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that's... God, what is with me today in reading? Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her, the key I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Mia! What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Which means, Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? Oh, and I think I'm going to end the stream there. I'll save my game. And I'll pick this up at a later date. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna peace out. See you later.